What's up, everybody? Today's Saturday, May the 6th. If you had Cinco de Mayo last night, maybe you too throwed off, you can't make it out here to hunt with me today. It means more birds for me. No, I'm just playing. But anyways, I'm back out here again, back on public, at my same spot. I've been hunting all year. I've been hearing birds every hunt that I've been. I didn't hunt here last Saturday. We hunted private, but I wound up hunting here Sunday with a guy, and did hear two birds. One we heard from the truck. Well, I heard that one from the truck, and I think we actually walked past him. May have spooked him because he never gobbled once we got in, but he was a lot closer than what I really thought on. And then we got set up, and we had another one down below us, but he gobbled once on the roost, and then some guys came in on the boat, and he never made another sound. And he was in between us and the guys on the boat, so we don't know what happened to him. I'm sure he spooked and went somewhere else. But I'm back here today. Like I say, I've heard birds every time I've been here the whole season, and it's been more than one bird. This is where I did kill my bird. So it's about 4:20 right now, I do believe. We got about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to get to listen. It's a full moon, so yeah, they might be awake a little bit before that. I don't know. I don't ever pay attention on full moons like that too much. But anyways, we're going to see what happens this morning. Hopefully we can punch this last tag. I'm ready to get some sleep in. I know we got still 3 weeks left, I do believe. So like I say, we got about 25-30 minutes before I get out the truck and start this little walk. So y'all stay tuned, cross your fingers for us today. Let's hope we can get this done by like 6 o'clock at least. Maybe we can get on a bird and not have any interruptions. We've been good all season long, no interruptions. So up until last week with the boat, but I mean, it's cool. Like I say, it's public. Boaters don't know that I'm here, so and I don't know that they're there unless I hear the motor. So, and I drove by the boat ramp, and there was nobody here yet. So like I said, I mean, you still got an hour 15 minutes, so anything can change between now and then. So let's just hope we can hear a bird. That's all I hope for every hunt. Just a bird, just a gobble. If I can hear a bird in gobbling or in good walking distance, I'm totally fine with that. I know one's here. I've done my part to get there. Whether he gobbles and comes in, that's his choice. But if I can get here, hear a gobble, 2 gobbles, whatever, that's all I strive for. But we'll see. I've looked at the numbers for the week, and I don't even think there's been 10 birds shot. Maybe not even, barely 5, to be honest, all week long. But I know weather's been sucky, a lot of wind and stuff, so that could play a part in it. And then also could be the pressure, could be the decline of birds, so they say. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, I hear birds all the time, but we'll see how it goes.
but I couldn't get him any closer. There's another one at the other side of the field. I'm gonna try and slip around on him. See if I can get one of them, because that other one, he's by himself for sure. So, he is gobbling like crazy. If I didn't spook this one trying to crawl, I should be able to see both of them. So we'll see. Wish us luck, people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tagged out. Man. Bird 2, tagged out, I'm done. I'll get back to the truck and we'll get a little post-view interview. Job got done today. It started off a little questionable. I got to my little listening spot. And I sit there probably for 30 minutes, I guess. It was well after daylight, and I didn't hear not one gobble. I knew there was a guy up above me, so I didn't expect one to come up from up there, or I didn't expect to even go up there anyway, but I only had my focus on 1 or 2 areas. And I sit there and like I say, I didn't hear a thing, but I turned around and go back to the truck because I was gonna swing around the road and go to a different spot, and I took probably 5 steps. Crow called, so I stopped, listened. About 10-15 seconds later, he gobbled off in the timber off the river. So I knew he's probably 9 times out of 10 going to the field. And so I was like, I booked it around. I couldn't decide if I was going to try and go catch him in the woods or if I was going to stand in the outside of the field edge. And I sat there probably for about 15 minutes. I didn't even make a call. I couldn't even decide if I wanted to call to him because I didn't want to call and then go set up somewhere else and he'd be right there because I made that mistake last week with my brother. Probably cost him a bird. But anyways, after about 15 minutes, I went up closer to the field. Another crow called and he was like 85 yards away. So I crawled down. I could see him. And I called to him, but he kept strutting. I didn't see his hens, but when I called and he looked, I just figured he had hens with him. And he started coming my way, and then he walked off. And the wheat's high, so I couldn't really see if he was coming my way or if he was going back the opposite way. There's a little dip in the field, and I knew he went under that dip, so I crawled back out, went and got all my gear back, and I looped around on him. And what I didn't realize was the little pathway that they cut was a lot closer to the field edge, and it was a little higher than I thought. And you could actually see my head if you were sitting in the field, but I had enough brush to kind of cover me. And I bobbed around, and luckily I caught him in strut. And I tucked down for a second, as you can see on the footage. Of course, I didn't get the shot on camera, but I tried to get him in the frame. But he got out of strut, and I couldn't find him in it. So I set the camera down, and I took a couple steps in the brush, and he popped his head up. I don't know if he saw me or if he heard me, but then he went back to his hens, and I took about another step. I knew I had him in range, so I just went ahead and let the shot off, and I dropped him where he was. He flopped a little bit, but Apex, it's number 2 with the Apex shells. I like them, so I'll probably buy me another box or 2 next season, and then probably from here on out. But it was about a 42-yard shot once I ranged it out. But I didn't think he had spurs at first because they're curved on the inside. They're probably about maybe 3/4, if that. They're not long. I guess if I judge like most folks on the internet, it's a 2-year-old bird, but hell, who really knows, I guess. He got a good beard on him. He's probably about 8.5. But it's been one hell of a season, man. This morning I thought was going to be the first time I have not heard a gobble all season long, but if you sit there and you wait on them, they'll eventually gobble. There's another one down at the end of the field. He gobbled his brains out when I first set up on this bird. Probably, I think, all the way up to the time I shot. And somebody was up on the field, actually, up on the high point, and they not crow called, but owl hooted a few times. I guess since they didn't get a response, either they left or they're just sitting up there at the top of the hill waiting on the birds. But shoot, I'm gonna say good luck, because unless he got a decoy, man, that's a long way. That bird probably ain't coming because they hand up down there in that bottom. But if he's still up here when I leave, man, I wish him luck. If he's still there, or if I see him walking out, I'm just gonna go up there and tell him, hey man, you better go down there and get that bird because he's hot. It sounds like he's by himself. I thought he was gonna come join this bird with these hens, but probably didn't give him enough time. But anyways, that concludes my season. I'm sure my son probably not gonna come back out. The weeds are pretty high and he's short, so I don't want to stress him unless I can bring him to this field and we can probably pop a shot off in this field. Hope this footage was good enough for y'all and wasn't that boring. This is probably my 2nd year actually with a good camera, so I'm trying to get good footage, but it's more about, to me, it's more about the kill than the camera. I'm not worried about all that. So, anyways, like I say, y'all stay tuned for a few more hunts or maybe some fishing. If not then I'll catch y'all during deer season. Thanks for watching.